Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic Class Non-Classics. This is episode number 1939 and Doubleshot number 1833. I have one DC trade, one Valiant trade, and it's the most recent trade release because it's also focused on hiatus for reasons. Okay, first it is Wonder Woman Volume 2 Through a Glass Darkly. Yeah, it's an Alice Wonderland reference. This book mostly collects issue 784 Wonder Woman, a story from Wonder Woman 100 page Super Spectacular, and the 2021 annual. Now, in the case of the story for the book, the first story they put in here, I think it's a story from the 100 page Giant, where you have basically focus on Steve Trevor, and then you have the very next story arc where you have her reunite with Justice League Dark, meet up with her mother again, set up stuff basically in the Wonder Girl ongoing series that got canceled after 7 issues, and Nebula and the Amazons. Great stuff there. And of course, next thing, the story comes right after this one was Trial of the Amazons, which is an excellent crossover, which goes between this book, Nebula and the Amazons, and of course, Wonder Girl, which resulted in, of course, Nebula herself become the queen of the Amazons. Yeah. Mostly, you could say this book is mostly her reestablishing her ties with, well, humanity. But I gotta hand it to the writer's book. Becky Cohen did an absolute fantastic job with this book. I love Michael Conrad. The artwork is done by Mark Kiyotagura, Anna McDougall, Jim Doug, Travis G. Moore, and Stig Pook. This book is great, and Wonder Woman still proves to be is a fantastic book for DC. I get this book a 9.5 out of 10. Damn good. Yes, under the current tension, which has been going on for the past year, it's been really good. No bad issue. Despite the fact this book, since it was relaunched in 2016, this book was restarted to its original triple digit numbering, has gone through more writers than Batman and Flash. Yeah, people like, first is Greg Rucka, they have a fill-in writer for a few issues, you have James Robinson, which after he left, he stopped writing comics for some reason. Then you had G. Widow Wilson for a writer while, you have Steve Orlando, now we have this writer. This book has gone through 7 writers in 6 years. Do not know why that is, just weird. Alright, next up it is Shadow Man, Book 2, known as The Darkseid War. Yeah, that's the name of the story arc. Now, this is done by Cullen Bunn, with artwork by Federico Escher, with assist by Alvaro de Miguel on issues 7 through 8. Now, this book collects issues 5 through 8 of, I'm trying to think, I think this is Shadow Man either volume 6, I think it is. Yes. Oh, and fun fact, this book is on hiatus. Yes, seriously. Still lost of you volume 1, but I know who Shadow Man is. He's put Mumbo in here, and pretty much the whole point of this book is set up a current miniseries that's on hiatus for some stupid reason. Yeah, I have no idea why the heck this is. Yes, so that's simply the point of the story arc. Set up a miniseries that's released 2 issues, and the next issue doesn't come out until January. The last issue came out back in, came out last month. And for some strange reason, we have to wait 4 months for the next damn issue. Yeah, Valiant for the past couple of years has been really weird when it comes to releases. It's like, they release story arc, and they put Book of Haze for about 3 months. For, no reason. I have never heard of a company doing this. At all. This is the first new trade I've had in, a while for Shadow. I love Shadow Man. It's my first favorite character from Valiant. I think the book is really good. It just kind of releases back to its monthly freaking schedule. Come on, Valiant. What's wrong with you? But despite that, this book is actually pretty good. Give this book a 9 out of 10. Actually, put 9.5 out of 10. Now, this book only costs $15. Not bad, considering it's published by Valiant. Yeah, if it's Marvel DC, if this was a character published by them, it would probably be $7.99 or $9.99. But Shadow Man is one of Valiant's premier characters, who's been around since they started. And I don't mind the current run. Now, here's the strange thing. I have been noticing this past month that Valiant has released 0 comic books in the month. Yeah, nothing. And I've been checking. Apparently, the next comics for any of these comics published right now, next comic doesn't come out until January. Why the heck the company is on a full-mark break of every single freaking series makes no freaking sense at all. Heck, this last issue came out, the last issue 8, I think they came back in, let's see, the second issue of Bookish Shadows, which is published right now. That came out in August. I think this last issue came out in June. Yes, freaking June. And you're thinking, really? Yeah, here's the strange thing. No graphic novels, no individual issues, Nothing. I have been checking for Comixology. Like, if you ask local comic shops, got any Valiant books? They're like, nope. I spoke to my local comic shop. Even he agrees. This whole thing of Valiant not releasing anything right now is completely ridiculous. Like, oh, maybe they want to take a break. Okay, I get the fact they're not one of the big two. That's not my issue. My issue is, if you're going to have these series come out, release damn books. Why the heck are you putting this book on hiatus for a few months? Like, here's the thing. The company is owned by Sony. Sony, tell Valiant to release their damn comic books. Why in the world we have to have a 4 freaking month break between issues? It makes no freaking sense. This has been a problem since the books resumed publishing 2 years ago, where they took a whole month off, and when they come back, they do this thing where we release it for one complete story arc, and I think they release one trade, and they should come out for like 4 freaking months. Saga in their hand before coming back. They have a thing where release 6 trade issues, take a month off, release trade paperback, and that's been their model for years. That's fine. This is ridiculous. 4 freaking months between issues is stupid. Why? Why the freaking delays? Who the heck freaking knows? Okay, so that's episode of you. Next up, more Go Ranger. Okay, next video. Bye.